Hey everyone, so AI, right? It seems like everyone's predicting 2025 is going to be a huge year.
Yeah, definitely a lot of buzz.
And I gotta say, digging into all the latest research and demos,
Right.
some of it is mind-blowing.
It really is. I've been diving deep into it all too, and
I know, right? Straight out of science fiction.
yeah.
But before we get too far, hit that like button if you're excited about AI and share this with a friend who needs to be in the loop.
For sure, got to spread the word.
So let's jump in. What's really caught your eye?
For me, it's got to be the rise of these AI agents. They're not just like algorithms or something. They're like super-powered assistants.
AI agents, okay, that's one I've heard a bit about, but it sounds almost too good to be true.
Right.
Are we talking AI that can do my homework and e-book my flights?
Maybe not the homework yet, but, who knows? The potential is there.
Seriously.
Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, he thinks AI agents are going to be the biggest shift we've seen.
Bigger than, like, the whole internet.
He thinks so. They're already showing demos of these agents making phone calls, scheduling things.
Wait, so instead of ME spending hours finding the best deal on, I don't know, concert tickets.
Exactly. Your AI agent could just be doing it all in the background.
Okay, that would be a game changer. Speaking of shopping, didn't Google have something like that too?
They did Google's customer agent, but it's more focused on helping you find what you want when you're shopping. Imagine you see a cool jacket online,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but you want to know if a store near you actually has it. Their AI can understand not just text, but pictures, even videos.
Whoa.
So it helps you track down exactly what you want online OR in a real store.
So basically, a personal shopper, but without having to make small talk with them. I'm sold on these agents. What else is coming in 2025?
Research is about to get a whole lot easier. There's this new tool, Gemini Deep Research,
Okay.
and it can analyze millions of websites instantly, pulls out the key info, puts it into a report. Think how useful that'd be for school projects.
Oh, no more sifting through pages of search results. Sign me up. Makes next semester seem less scary already.
What about this Project Mariner thing I saw? Sounded kind of spy movie-ish.
That one, IS, pretty cool.
Hmm.
It's experimental, but basically it lets AI agents control your web browser.
So instead of ME clicking links,
The AI does it.
Hmm.
Finds specific info, completes tasks, all behind the scenes.
like a tiny digital detective working for me. Love it. And gotta ask about Runner H. Everyone's talking about that one. What's the deal?
It's early stages still, but it's supposed to be like a superpowered agent. Handles even more complex online stuff. It's on a wait list now, but watch out for it in 2025. The thing is, all these agents, they could totally change how we work, learn, even interact online.
I'm feeling like we're on the edge of something huge here. But,
Right.
what about the real world? I still remember that video of the Atlas robot doing parkour. Robots are about to get real in 2025. Oh, absolutely. That Boston Dynamics demo, it was like a wake-up call for a lot of people. Showed us robots can do things we never thought possible. And now you've got companies like Tesla, Figure. They're developing robots that are designed to work with humans.
Well, hold on. Robots working alongside us. That's both cool and a little intimidating.
I get that. But think of it this way. These robots could be doing the dangerous jobs, the repetitive stuff, freeing US up for the more creative, problem-solving work.
Makes sense.
Take 1X Robotics. They built this robot. It moves all naturally, so smoothly, it's almost eerie. And they've got a ton of funding, meaning they're likely to make some big jumps in 2025.
So, robots moving like us. But can they think like us? Is that even possible?
Well, there's this startup, Physical Intelligence. They're doing some fascinating work. Developed something called Pi Zero, basically a foundation model that lets robots do tasks on their own.
Wait, on their own, not just pre-programmed to do one specific thing.
Exactly. They're learning and adapting in ways we never thought possible before. They even have a demo video, one of their robots folding clothes, packing boxes.
No way.
It's crazy. And there's this super realistic robot simulator, Genesis, that's speeding up the whole learning process. It's like a virtual training ground for robots.
Practice in the digital world before they hit the real one.
Huh.
Smart.
Right. So 2025, we're looking at robots that can move like us, learn like us, maybe even work with us.
Makes you wonder, what jobs will robots be doing then? And what new jobs will this create?
Big questions, and we're just getting started. Imagine AI that has near infinite memory, remembers every conversation, every detail you've ever shared.
Now that sounds kind of creepy, but also kind of amazing. Like an AI that actually remembered my birthday or helped me keep track of all my projects. But is that even possible by 2025?
The head of AI at Microsoft thinks it'll be here very soon. Think about it. No more AI that forgets what you said 2 seconds ago. It could become a true companion, an advisor, a life organizer.
Wow, that would be incredible.
Mhm.
But wouldn't that make us too reliant on it? What happens to our memories if we're always outsourcing to AI?
It's a valid concern. Will we start valuing AI's perfect recall over our own flawed memories? Could we become too dependent? These are things we need to think about as this all keeps evolving. It really is something to think about, isn't it? But while we're talking about AI that feels almost human, there's another development that's not as flashy, but maybe even more groundbreaking.
Oh.
It's all about AI that can actually think.
Okay, now my brain is officially fried.
Mhm.
Isn't all AI supposed to be, like, smart? What makes these thinking models so different?
It's easy to assume AI already thinks like we do, but these thinking models are totally different. Instead of just reacting to patterns they've learned, they actually reason through problems step by step.
So, like, instead of just spitting out an answer.
They can actually explain how they got there.
Whoa, that's kind of wild.
And Google's been testing a model called Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking that shows you its thought process as it's working.
You're kidding.
Imagine asking it to solve, say, the Riemann hypothesis, one of the biggest unsolved problems in math.
Okay.
You wouldn't just get the answer, you'd see the AI's reasoning unfold in real time.
It's like looking into the mind of a genius mathematician.
Hmm.
But why is that so important?
Well, for one, it helps us understand how these models work, which is crucial if we're going to trust them to make decisions.
Right. Makes sense.
But it also lets us learn from them. Seeing how AI tackles these problems could give us new insights, too.
So AI gets smarter, and we get smarter too. I like it. But let's switch gears a bit. What about AI in the creative world? I've heard some crazy things about AI making movies.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for some Hollywood magic, but AI powered this time. There's this filmmaker who actually created a short film using Google's V2 model, which is text to video AI.
Hold on. So instead of hiring a whole film crew, spending millions of dollars,
You describe what you want, and the AI generates the visuals.
you're telling me I could just tell AI to make a movie?
It's not quite that simple yet, but we're heading that way, and the quality is already impressive. Imagine 2025 with even more advanced models. Hyper-realistic special effects, incredible scenery, maybe even entire movies created from scratch.
That is both exciting and kind of terrifying. Could we even tell the difference between a real movie and an AI one? And, like, what about fake news videos that look totally real?
You're bringing up some important points. As AI gets more powerful, more accessible, we really need to think about the potential for misuse.
So we've got agents, robots, thinking AI, AI making movies. But all this has to run on something, right?
Yeah.
Can our current phones and computers even handle all this AI?
That's the thing. Probably not for long. As AI gets more complex, it needs more power. We're going to see an explosion of AI-specific devices, from phones to laptops to who knows what else.
So like next level gaming PCs, but for AI.
Exactly. And speaking of power, remember Jony Ive, the guy who designed all those Apple products?
Yeah.
He's working with OpenAI on a secret AI device.
No way. What could it be? Some super smartphone, a wearable AI assistant.
Your guess is as good as mine. And it's not just new devices. Existing stuff is getting AI upgrades too. Amazon's planning to put Claude AI into Alexa.
So no more robotic responses from Alexa. It'll actually feel like talking to a person.
That's the goal. And speaking of AI feeling more human, have you heard of friend.com?
I don't think so. What is it?
It's a website with AI companions, and they can call you, message you, even have their own little personalities.
Wait, AI with personalities? So they get grumpy in the morning or excited about their favorite show.
Exactly. It's about making AI feel more relatable, like a friend instead of just tech. It really blurs the line between human and machine.
That's kind of freaky, but also kind of awesome. I feel like we've gone down the AI rabbit hole. Agents, robots, thinking models, AI making movies, new hardware. Where do we even start?
It's a lot to take in, for sure. AI is moving so fast, it's almost overwhelming.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But that's what makes these deep dives so important, right? That's like having a guide to help us make sense of it all. So before we wrap things up, let's recap. What are the biggest takeaways we need to keep in mind heading into 2025 and beyond?
Well, AI agents are about to completely change how we interact with tech. Instead of us doing all the work, these agents will be working in the background, taking care of things, finding info, basically making our lives easier.
It's like having a personal assistant A&D,
Mm-hmm.
a researcher A&D tech support, all in one. And let's not forget the robots. They're not just sci-fi anymore, they're becoming real.
Exactly. They're learning to move, think, adapt in ways we never imagined. And as they get even smarter, they'll be taking on new roles in our work, our homes, our lives.
Which brings up some big questions, right?
Mhm.
How will all this change the job market? What new jobs will be created? And how do we make sure all this tech is used ethically?
Those are the key points. These are conversations we need to be having right now as this tech develops. It's not just about the potential benefits, but understanding the risks too.
So as we wrap up our AI deep dive for 2025, what's the one thing you'd want to leave our listeners with?
Stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged. AI is going to be a huge part of our lives, and it's up to all of us to shape how it's used and how it impacts the world.
Well said. It's a really exciting time, and I'm super optimistic about the future of AI. But before we go, don't forget to like this video and share it with everyone. Let's get people thinking about the amazing possibilities of AI in 2025 and beyond.